Paddy?
Disappointed with how that one turned out. There's obviously some good stuff in there at times.
Yeah, disappointed. We deserved a point at least, I think, in the game on general play. An afternoon where quite a few circumstances went against us. That can happen, but I just thought generally we deserved more in the game. We played well, game plan, discipline, character, and good play. Created enough chances. It's not easy to create against West Ham with the organisation that they have. And there are things we can be positive and happy about. Not the end result, but we've got 10 more games. So we carry on in that vein. Things will turn, things will go in our favour, and we'll be okay. So I'll take that from the game for sure.
Can I ask about Donny and maybe also Nathan Patterson as well? How serious were their injuries?
Yeah, well, Patterson had turned his ankle in training yesterday, which is disappointing because he's in a good moment for playing for Scotland. 2 good performances, and he would have made his debut today, league debut. So unfortunate, we'll scan that, but might not be the best injury. But we'll see when we get the actual result. And Donny had a muscle injury, side of his quad. We don't know the size of it. Hopefully it's a small one, but not enough to start a game and maybe have to come off after 5 or 10 minutes. So we had to reshuffle around that.
Did those injuries change much about the way you set up the team?
No.
Mason came in late on. Was it more or less going to be?
Yeah, Mason came in and stepped into midfield like for like. You know, it's an area where we know in midfield, in that sort of we don't have many defensive-minded midfield players. You know, that's the makeup of the squad. As in players, their first thought is defensive. You know, and to protect in front of the back four. So Mason gave us that in there. So he gave me a chance to see that and look at that as well. And I thought he did well, particularly coming in at the last minute. Not always easy.
What do you make of Iwobi's performance? He played in a slightly different role today and maybe an error for the goal.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff as well. What did you think?
Played really well, and I hope people don't focus too much on the negative and the mistake, because if you focus on that, you have to remind yourself that he scored us the winning goal against Newcastle in our last game. Played really well, and he's got attributes to be able to play in different positions. He's got intelligence to take it on board. I thought his work rate was brilliant. His play against a really strong midfield here, West Ham, really strong midfield. So he gave us a lot by coming into midfield, and I thought he did well.
At the back end, David Moyes said Everton should have nothing to worry about in the relegation battle.
That's easy for him to say, isn't it? I mean, I appreciate his sentiment, and I know he's got a close feeling towards the club, rightly so, and the club has it back. And if he meant from seeing us today and feeling how we were as a team, and if we continue with that form, then I agree. But we're in that position. We're in the position, and we know the reality of it. We've got 10 games to go, which is a lot of points to fight for. And as much as we don't like losing it, of course we don't. The feeling of the game and how we performed was a plus. So if we can replicate that, then I agree with him.
So a huge game on Wednesday. What's the message going into the Burnley match?
Same as every game. The next game will always be so important at the moment. We can't even think in blocks of games. I think it's the next one. It's a competitor down in the same area of the table. Nobody gets an easy game at Burnley. That's a fact at all times. So it's to continue with the application and character of our performance today, and keep working. Because as far as I know in football, and I've been in it a long time now, when things are going against you, and they are. That's not a whinge. That's just clear decisions recently, injuries, things that are happening around us. The only way to do it is to keep doing the right things and keep working, and then they turn. So next week, or hopefully Wednesday, or maybe Saturday, when Richarlison goes through, it goes in. When the other team gets a free kick, it doesn't go in the top corner. Maybe our free kick goes in the top corner. So things like that, we just have to actually stay focused on ourselves and believe in ourselves for 10 games.
Obviously, Michael Keane suspended. What was your view on the sending off?
I haven't seen it again, but my feeling when he made the tackle was it's a yellow card, and I knew he was on a yellow. So at that point, it would be the right decision. So it was a bit of a lunge that maybe he didn't need to do, but in game sometimes when you have a player like Antonio he's up against, you do want to get close to him. You do have to make contact with him because he makes contact with you. So I'm not going to sit here and absolutely criticise Michael at all. It's just a shame that we'll miss him.
It's 3 red cards in a row in the league games. Is that desperation or trying too hard to turn the situation around?
No, I don't think. No, it's not desperation, because I think the tackles. Actually, the most desperate tackle was Alan, and it wasn't a red card. And everybody knew it wasn't a red, but the referees didn't want to rescind it, which was really giving us a problem for 3 games, because he's a player who can play in a deeper midfield position for us. So that's given us an issue. But other than that, I think they're just, it's a moment where things are happening, and it's not easy. But it's not a moment where I can tell the lads to stop tackling, because that would go against the instincts of what needs to happen in a fight that we're in. So, I think just the circumstances of a couple of mistimed tackles that, as I say, going against us at the moment.
Frank, I have a question for you. You know that in football, when things don't go so well, the star players have to step up. Do you think Richarlison did enough today to do something to change the game?
Yeah, I think unfortunately strikers and attacking players are always judged by, or judged heavily on goals. And I think when he goes through twice and doesn't score, it's an easy reaction. But I'll take Richarlison any day as a player for me, in terms of, as I've been here, his character, his qualities. And at the moment, things aren't going for him. Maybe for Brazil last week, they did go for him, which I was happy with. But as long as he keeps on the right track, and seeing him after the game in the dressing room there and seeing how he is, he wants to score goals and wants to be the reason that we have success at this club. So I'm definitely not looking at that. In a general sense, attacking-wise, are we being clinical enough? No. But if we keep working, then we have the quality where things will turn.
And Calvert Lewin, the goal is just a matter of time, because I think he struck the post today.
Yeah.
His movement of the ball was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time for him.
Dominic is now approaching real full fitness, and that's not been the case since I've been here. So I think, I hope it's a matter of time. As I say, the quality is there in the players. We've seen that historically with them, and I haven't been able to really put a forward line that maybe you could say everyone's firing and fit. Hopefully at this point now, other than having Andros Townsend out, but we've got people that are fit. Demari Gray looks sharp today as well. Anthony Gordon, it's the first game he hasn't played for me, but he's been really sharp for me. So I've got options there, and if we keep working, then those chances will convert into goals.
Frank, how far away is Jerry?
Probably 10 days to 2 weeks, I hope.
Okay, everybody.
Thanks all.
Thank you.